Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your brother YT. Wake 'em up. Back at it again with another video. People with jobs are struggling to afford rent. I know that's true. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new, 2 thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And we're going to post notification bell as well. Drop a comment below at any time letting me know what you think about this video. Are you somebody that's struggling to afford rent even with a 9 to 5?
My paycheck was short $300. I can't pay my rent on time.
You're not gonna believe how much they're increasing our rent.
Who can afford rent nowadays? Like, for real.
They want to increase it to $2,649. That's over $500 increase.
I just pay my rent in full. Don't invite me anywhere in the next 2 weeks unless you're paying for me. It's free.
Americans can't even afford to pay their rent unless they work 20,000 hours a week.
Any adult that gets up and goes to work every week and works 40 to 50 hours per week should be able to at least afford basic necessities.
I just found out that our rent is going up $500.
I am homeless living here in my car because rent prices have gone through the roof.
Oh my God, I just want to know what is going on with rents right now.
You know what's really starting to piss me off? These damn landlords in 2025.
Rent isn't just high, it's hostile. People with jobs, full-time, salaried, even good ones, are sleeping in cars, couch surfing, or lining up at shelters. Not because they're irresponsible, not because they're lazy, but because rent has become a monster that devours paychecks before the ink dries. This isn't just a housing crisis, it's a dignity crisis. It's a system where working hard no longer guarantees a roof over your head. Landlords raise prices, wages stay flat, and the gap between employed and homeless is now just one rent hike wide. We used to say, if you work, you'll be okay. Now we say, hope your landlord doesn't raise it this month. This video isn't just about numbers. It's about the quiet collapse happening in neighborhoods, cities, and lives. Because when rent becomes unaffordable, home becomes a privilege.
I just pay my rent in full. Don't invite me anywhere in the next 2 weeks unless you're paying for me. It's free. I got liquor at the house. I got food at the house. Hell, I even got a hookah over here. I'm going to stay home, enjoy the streaming services, and this $1,500 rent I just paid. Thank you.
You know what's really starting to piss me off? These damn landlords in 2025. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, studio apartment. $1,800. $1,800? 2 bedroom, 1 bath rent house. $2,200. What? What the hell you selling over there? A damn mansion underneath that thing? God bless. I mean, I get trying to get all your money out of it, but damn, Susan. What the hell? We can't afford this shit no more. We can't afford it.
You know the makeup's good when you can just have a total breakdown and most of it is still on your face. I just found out that our rent is going up $500. We've been here 3 years. It's never gone up more than like 40, 50 bucks, which will bring my rent to $2,700 a month. Who can afford?
That's a 10x. If it used to go up $50, now it's up $500. That's a 10x. The average American don't got $500 in savings. So how do they expect that people can just out the wazoo pay $500 extra that they don't even have? That's the real question. Who do they expect to pay an additional $500?
And I'm in perimenopause, or at least I think I am. I feel like I am, so my hormones are crazy. And I just screamed at my kids, and I feel like a terrible mom. And people are suffering, and I'm an empath. Everything is just really hard right now. I don't know what to do about any of it. I put on makeup because I need to make content. But now I can't stop crying. It's too much.
You're not gonna believe how much they're increasing our rent. We just got the renewal letter. You guys, we live in a 426 square foot studio apartment in downtown Chicago.
That's small.
And our rent, this year was $2,108.
For a studio?
The previous year, it was $1,930. They want to increase it to $2,649. That's over $500 increase.
Wow.
I have no words. Like, where did they come up with this number? I mean, we had already made up our mind that we're not going to stay in the studio anyways. We are going to move and look for a new place. Hopefully, starting next week, we're going to start touring apartments. But over $500 increase for a 426 square foot studio apartment. I think this is because a new company apparently bought the building because we have new owners now. Like, we got a letter, I don't know, a couple of months ago that they're taking over the building. So yeah, I think that's why the prices are increasing this much.
And another.
Listen, if they're going to increase the prices by $500, you should see the difference. Y'all need to put $500 worth of renovations into the unit to make it worth it. That's what I feel. I know y'all probably feel the same way. There's no upgrades, nothing. They just be like, oh yeah, let's raise the rent. That's a common practice too. Basically, a new owner occupies that property. They like to raise the rent. Yeah, we're going to raise the rent. You already got tenants. You didn't have to worry about going out and getting your own tenants. And you're going to raise the rent on them to inconvenience those tenants, make it to where those tenants don't even want to stay there anymore. It's crazy.
If I was a leasing agent, I would let y'all get away with anything. Like, I would let y'all send me fake pay stubs, fake bank statements, fake VOEs, fake whatever. Like, I would literally let y'all get away with anything because, look, who can afford rent nowadays? Like, for real. Who is able to take one of their checks and pay their whole rent? Nobody. So, if you send me some fake pay stubs and they look too fake, I will call you up and I will tell you, hey, I got them pay stubs. They look too fake. I'm going to delete this email. And I'm going to need you to remake them and resend them to me. That easy. Like, can you just pay the rent every month? Like, I don't care if you can afford it. Can you pay it? You can? Okay, like, I would let y'all get away with whatever.
I am homeless living here in my car because rent prices have gone through the roof. The average price is now over $1,800 per month. And even though I work full-time, with my wages, I don't make enough money to afford an apartment or even qualify for one. So I live here in my car, and this is just a quick little tour. I just got these cute little blue baskets that you see here, and I got my bookshelf there. I got my USB-C powered rechargeable fans, and I'm actually going live here on TikTok. I got a package in the mail, and if you'd like to check out and see what I got, join the live, say hello, and let me know in the comments of this video what you think about the rental prices that are happening right now in America. I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think that it's outrageous?
Yes.
What do you think can be done? Let me know in the comments some of your ideas, and I hope you all are doing well and you have a great night. Thanks for...
Listen, I want to know in the comments how many people that's watching this video, how many people that are subscribed to this channel are living in their car right now because they cannot afford rent. If you got a job, comment that too. I have a job, YT, and I'm living in my car because I can't afford rent. I want to see. Let's see.
Everybody, bye.
Oh my God, I just want to know what is going on with rents right now. What is going on with people and with the real estate right now? What is going on? That is fucked up. How is it that literally just seen somebody renting out a place in my vicinity? Literally in 2021, they was charging people $2,100. Now explain to me how I'm now just getting a notification that these people are trying to, bro, like what the yo, when I tell you that I saw it and I'm like thinking to myself, okay, like okay, cool. I looked at it, looked at the house, looked inside, looked at the price, and I'm just like, y'all are fucking bugging. You mean to tell me that you raised your fucking price to $3,800? $3,800? You want to charge people a month $3,800?
Must be Miami
from
or New
2021.
York.
You was charging $2,100. You mean to tell me you raised your fucking shit $1,700? Oh my, yo. Bro, America is bugging. America is bugging.
I just had a friend request from somebody that I tried to help purchase a house a couple years ago. And back then, this person's budget was probably like $170,000, $200K was the max. Interest rates at that time were like in the 3s, 4s. The husband was the sole provider for that family. He was actually pre-approved at that time. The problem was that he was not working on his credit score the way he was supposed to. He was also not saving his money the way he should have. When opportunities would present themselves, we would lose out on them because this guy was not ready. Today, if he tried to purchase a house, he would not qualify. In today's market, I can't find him what he was looking for back then. And that's really sad, guys, because that means he will probably, unless something drastic happens where he comes across a ton of money, inherits a property, he's probably going to continue to rent for the rest of his life.
Yeah, for the rest of his life. And that's for most people. They will have to rent for the rest of their lives. There was a study in statistics that showed if you didn't purchase a house by 2020, then you will never become a homeowner if you didn't purchase a house by 2020. It's 2025. That was 5 years ago. Many people that even purchased those houses back in 2020 have to sell those homes because they can't afford the taxes on them. Now they're going to have to rent for the rest of their lives too.
You guys have been waiting, and now you're in a similar position. We used to qualify people making $28,000 a year. Today, those that are making under $50,000, my God, it's such a borderline qualification. You add a car payment on your debt and that's it. You no longer can qualify. Buying a house in El Paso, Texas used to be a large possibility for many, many people. Today, that window continues to close every year, and one day that will not be an option for a lot of you guys out there who continue to wait.
This makes sense to me, but tell me if it makes sense to you. Any adult that gets up and goes to work every week and works 40 to 50 hours per week should be able to at least afford basic necessities. But it's not that way. Minimum wage has not gone up at all. In North Carolina, South Carolina, and other states as well, minimum wage is still $7.25. Now, I know most people are not paying that.
I meant to say it went down. I meant to say that, yeah, minimum wage might be the same, but the cost of living went up. So therefore, technically, it's almost like it went down, if you get what I'm saying. It's like you can't afford the cost of living on that current income because the income is not going up, but the cost of living is going up.
Why is minimum wage still $7.25? It's been that way for many, many years. Wages have not increased, but the cost of everything else has increased. Why is rent for a one-bedroom apartment in North Carolina or either South Carolina $1,300, $1,400, $1,500? In other places, I'm hearing that it's $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000? I can't imagine those prices. Most of us are not even making $5,000 per month, but they tell you, oh, $20 per hour, you should be happy with that. What is $20 per hour going to do in 2025? When I go to the grocery store, I get a loaf of bread, a couple of packs of chicken, some hamburger, a few vegetables, a little water to drink, 125 bucks? I barely got enough for the week. Groceries are too high. Everything's expensive. Car payments, the interest rates, the average car payment is $700. What kind of car do you need that costs $700? There's so many things to talk about, but the economy is in shambles. And people are saying, oh, you're fear-mongering. You're scaring people. I'm only reporting what's actually going on, and the wages, they just have not kept up with the cost of living, and things are only getting more expensive. I do not make these videos to be negative. I do not make these videos to make you stressed out. I make these videos to inform people of what's going on and how it should not be this way.
Right.
So my advice, if you made it this far in the video, you're still listening, save, save, save. Cut back as much as you can. If the economy crashes in any kind of way, if we have a crash like the 2020 stock market where things went down significantly, but they rallied faster. Now, I'm not going to say that we're going to rally as high as we did that quick. It may take a little bit longer, but if it does happen, you need to have some cash on the side. Rich people get rich by taking advantage of crashes like that. So when that happened, I didn't have any money at the time, and I regret that. Bitcoin was $3K. I didn't even have to buy a whole Bitcoin. I could have bought a third of a Bitcoin. I could have bought...
That's true. I remember when Bitcoin was like 2000 and I knew somebody, well, I met someone when I was overseas who had Bitcoin. He was living off of his Bitcoin then. He wasn't living in the finest of hotels. He was staying in hostels, right? He was budgeting. But look now, if he still is holding on that Bitcoin, then I'm pretty sure he has the most money he's ever had in his life. And economic downturns are where most first-time millionaires are made and also where most of the world's wealth is generated. The rich get richer and some people that were even poor become rich because they seize the opportunities at hand. So yeah, you definitely want to save to invest. Save to invest. When the time is right, you invest that money that you've been saving.
1/8 of a Bitcoin, and it's 100 and something thousand now. Even when it went to 30,000, I'd be in significant profit. But yeah, I would be making more videos about the economy. I love to talk about money, making money, saving, investing. But yeah, there's a lot going on, and that's just it.
Americans can't even afford to pay their rent unless they work 20,000 hours a week. And this is not, unless you're a professional person, you're a lawyer or a doctor or whatever you have your degree in. If you're a normal, average American and you're in the working age, it's almost impossible to pay your rent. I met this man this morning. Yeah, I was talking to him. I delivered his breakfast to him. I'm one of those Americans. I delivered his breakfast to him in an Uber, on an Uber delivery, and we chit-chatted for a minute. And the whole time I'm chit-chatting, I'm nervous because I need to be getting back out there so I can pay my rent. Anyway, he was telling me that he actually had 2 jobs, full-time jobs, in his house. It wasn't that fabulous. It was just a mid-range house here in Florida. He said he was ordering Uber Eats because he needed to eat. And there was no food in the house. And he was splurging. His wife was working. He was starving. And he had to get some food in his stomach. So he did an Uber Eat. You know what he did? He did an Uber. He got a notification from Uber Eats saying 50% off your first order. So he took advantage of it. And he's pretty sad, huh? Anyway, but it's true. This is what's going on. Anyway, he has a college degree. He didn't get anywhere with that. Nope, he didn't get anywhere. He got a real estate license. He said that was a joke. He invested 6 months of his life. He sold one house, and he said he had to give up because there were just too many realtors out there. Everybody thought they were going to make a lot of money selling houses, and he couldn't hold off anymore. So he's out there, and he's bartending at night. He's mowing lawns. He's doing all kinds of side work. His wife works full time. He's got a couple kids to feed. They're worried about their rent. Do they pay their rent? Do they get their utilities turned off? What are they doing? He says their credit cards are all maxed out. He says neither of them are gamblers or take drugs or do anything like that. They just can't afford to live in today's world.
And how many people resonate with this? How many people are in this same boat? But even judging by the comment section that we're about to see by whoever comments on this and says me too, we're going to know how many people are in the same boat and how bad it really is in America. And no, this is not no doom and gloom. This is a reality check. This is a reality video. A lot of people are in the same boat, struggling to make ends meet. Got to rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm scared for 2026 or 2027 because we know it's going to get worse than this. This is not the worst. That's the sad part. Family, I would like y'all to let me know what y'all think about this video. For real, drop a comment below and let me know. Is that you? The scenario that was just outlined, that older woman right there just laid out. Are you in that predicament? Or have you been in that predicament recently and just got out of it maybe? Yeah, drop a comment below. I appreciate you, family. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.